Hello Tribuners, back again with me Nazela Azahra in the Just News program. Vladimir Putin pulled off the Black Sea grain deal after Moscow claimed a massive Ukrainian drone strike targeting its fleet in Crimea. US President Joe Biden denounced Russia's decision by calling the move absolutely outrageous because it could increase hunger. Biden said there is no benefit from what Russia is doing. Turkey and the United Nations successfully brokered a grain and fertiliser export deal between Moscow and Kyiv in July to ease the worsening global food crisis. The Russian Defense Ministry said Ukraine attacked the Black Sea fleet near the city of Sevastopol on the Crimean Peninsula with 16 drones on Saturday morning and claimed the British Navy was helping to coordinate the attack. Stopping Russia's participation in the deal could cut Ukraine's grain exports from crucial Black Sea ports. The deal allows for grain shipments from Ukraine, one of the world's biggest grain exporters, which has been at a standstill since the Russian invasion began. Russia told UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres in a letter it suspended the deal for an indefinite period because it could not guarantee the safety of civilian ships traveling under the pact. Russia has asked the UN Security Council to hold a meeting on Monday, 31st October 2022, to discuss the attack. Russian Deputy Ambassador to the UN Dmitry Polensky said on his Twitter account. The UN coordinator for the Istanbul-based Black Sea Grain Deal Coordination Center, Amil Abdullah, said 5 ships exceeded and 4 ships entered safely through the humanitarian corridor. Amir Abdullah claimed there are more than 10 ships, both outbound and inbound, waiting to enter the corridor. Britain said the allegation made by Russia, including the involvement of British Navy personnel in last month's Nord Stream pipeline explosion, were false and aimed at distracting the world's attention from Russia's military failure. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russia's move was unreasonable and required a strong international response from the United Nations and the Group of 20, G20. Zelensky continued that it is a completely transparent attempt by Russia to return to the threat of large-scale hunger for Africa and Asia. Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba added Russia was using false pretexts to sink the deal. Kuleba agreed to call on all countries to demand that Russia stop the hunger game and recommit to its obligations. In a statement, the European Union said all parties should refrain from unilateral actions that could jeopardize an agreement that could defuse the food crisis. That's the news for today. See you in the next actual news. Great thanks, Tribun.